Let's get that microphone turned on. How's everybody doing tonight? I see we got Corbin's here, Lewis is here. Not sure who else we got here, but tell you what, it's been a little while. And of course, there goes my lights. Hold on just a second. There we go. My lights back here are on a timer, so at 10 o'clock at night, they all turn off on me. So I completely forgot that was going to end up happening. But anyway, I want to give it a little chance for some others to get here that may want to join us before we get started. But tell you what, I've missed doing videos with you guys. I'm sure you can tell there's a little bit of difference in the view behind me now, instead of being that narrow space that I had just on the back part of that wall there. I've got a much larger backdrop for you guys, and it's a work in progress. There's a lot of mess behind me back here. I'm gonna throw it over to a full screen so you guys can see a little bit better here. But as you can see, over here on this side, this was pretty much all you guys were able to see back here behind me. And I've actually, if you've seen any of the posts, any of the reels that I've put up, I've built a new desk area, got my monitors and everything set up. I'm still kind of playing with the layout, with where the camera's sitting at, where my microphone is, and everything. But I think it's going to be a lot better for backdrop for the reviews, just everything in general. I'm getting things set up to where when some of the new games like Jedi Fallen Order Survivor comes out, that I'm going to be doing some live streaming gameplay of that. So I've actually got my green screen backdrop set up here, so I'll be able to green screen and make it to where I'm just a little picture like right down here in the corner for you, and you guys will be able to see it a little bit better. So with everything, how is the mic sounding at this point for you guys? Because I'm still trying to make sure I've got everything right with all of my settings. I know there's a little bit of delay here between what you guys are hearing and me seeing any responses or anything like that. We still going here? Are you guys able to hear me? Hello? Seems a little hollow. Yeah. I actually have my mic right here, so I don't know if this will make it any better for you. So I'm trying to work on positioning with the microphone and stuff. So it's a little playing on it, playing with it and everything, because of where my desk was sitting at before. It's such a small area, so the sound didn't have a lot of room to move, behind me. So it kind of kept it a little closer and tighter in. So it was a little easier to adjust the audio settings and stuff like that. Hey, there's Michael Hill. Welcome, man. I'm glad you could join us. So yeah, like I said, I'm still playing with the settings. So hopefully, once I start making videos again this week, I'll be able to have all the settings, narrowed down to where the audio quality, is working really good and everything for you guys. So, but I've got some good stuff planned for you guys tonight. Going to be doing some unboxings of some stuff that I've gotten, some different items from Crafted Core, some stuff from KRC Kybers. I've got some stuff from Kyber Supply, I believe. I'm trying to remember everything I've got sitting here. I've got a ton of stuff here to be able to do some unboxing, including I'm gonna do a live unboxing of the new Obi-Wan lightsaber, legacy lightsaber that they ended up dropping over in California before any of the pre-orders went out. And it's been kind of frustrating. It's definitely been kind of frustrating. What you got? I see Lewis says I just got some in from those places as well. From where? Crafted Core or KRC or who'd you get stuff from? I really don't like this delay. It's really aggravating. I'm sure it'll pop up here in just a minute for us. Again, playing with settings on there, I think I got a delay set up on the chat for some reason. It's not coming through very fast. And unfortunately, without actually ending the stream, I don't think I can go in there and correct that, which unfortunately sucks. But it is what it is. All right, so with that, we're about 10 minutes into what we're doing here, so I want to go ahead and get started on some of the stuff that we've got coming in. So the first thing that I want to look at with you guys is going to be some items that I actually got from Crafted Core. Let's see here. So I don't know if you guys remember. Hey Tanya, welcome. I'm glad you could join us. It's always great when somebody comes to us new. Definitely enjoy that. The live streams give me that ability to be able to chat with you guys and kind of just get you guys to get to know me a little bit more. So I used to do it a lot when I was doing gaming live streams, but I haven't game live stream in a while, just because I kind of got out of the whole thing with some of the stuff that was happening in that field with the gaming live streams, and so that's when I started the YouTube channel stuff. So, okay, Lewis, so you got some from KRC and from Crafted Core. Wow, $500 worth. I know how you feel. I have put some money down for some of that stuff from those guys too, but they make great products. The first one I'm actually going to do from Crafted is, you guys remember, I guess it was, it's been a while back. It had to have been, I think, back in around February, maybe even longer than that. I don't remember. But he had put up a pin, a Stanley Cup style pin with a porg that was actually to help fund a family that was going through some hard times that, from my understanding, they're friends with, or Ryan Thompson over at Crafted Core knows them. And so I went ahead to support, went ahead and purchased one, and they got it to me here. I've had this actually for a little while now. Matter of fact, it shows that it was the ship time was actually at the end of June. But of course, as many of you may know, and if you don't, I'll let you know, my July was just slam busy with stuff going on. I had vacation planned with the family. We went and visited some family up in Pennsylvania, and then my wife, and I took a trip up to see my grandmother, who turned 85 at the end of July. So we took a trip up there to go and visit her. So with that, and then getting the computer desk to be able to move the studio around and everything, and trying to get that stuff done, I have just been slammed. And that's why I decided to do a live stream to unbox a lot of this stuff. Now I'm going to do more in-depth reviews of a lot of these things individually. So look for these videos for these items to come up, sometime here in the near future. But I wanted to get this stuff out there to you guys, because a lot of it, like I said, I've had for a while now, and I just want to be able to get it out there, because the crafters that make this stuff, they're very, very talented, very talented. So but let's go ahead and take a look here. inside we have the pin that I was referring to, and it's actually a pretty decent looking little pin, if you can see it very well. But it's got a porg on there with a couple lightsabers, got some Mickey ears up on the top, and it's got a Crafted Core's Stanley Cup. It was supposed to be commemorating the Stanley Cup win from I guess it was not this past one, but the prior Stanley Cup win. And I'm not sure the entire story behind this pin, other than in chats with Chandler over there, I do know that it's somebody that Ryan knows. So gonna display this definitely with the rest of my pins, which we're gonna talk about some pin stuff tonight too a little bit. Something new that I've kind of started to delve into, and I'm going to be probably doing some more videos on that stuff as well going forward here soon. But that's the pin from Crafted. And then I've got the box. Now, I have not even opened this box up yet. So I know what was supposed to be sent, but I'm not sure what all is in it. So let's take a look at this and see what we've got here. Alrighty. Put a pretty big order in for stuff from Chandler here a while back, and it looks like most everything has been delivered. Awesome. So in the box, we're going to start out with a little pin that they made here, the choose your destiny from Crafted Core. It's a replica of the picture that was done for the Ultimate Crystal of Answers, which was pretty much the first chase that they released back when they first started doing Kyber crystals. So I've got this picture. I'm not sure where I've got it at the moment in here, but it's here somewhere. But this is, if you look, and I can try to get it close, you've got the Crystal of Answers, the light side Crystal of Answers. Then down here, you've got the dark side Crystal of Answers. I think this is a nice little thing that Chandler has put in, because I've actually seen some of you guys, some other people that have had this also delivered in their packages as well. So Lewis, okay, so you got the Jurassic Kyber, the Halcyon crystal, I never can say that one right. The Kreikna Man, I guess it is. The Sabi's Core Collection, the Collector's Edition, Daimyo Crystal, I've got that one. That's an awesome crystal. The Collector's Edition, then Hollow Ghost Crystal, I've got that one as well. You can't really see it because it's right behind me at the moment. Dark Father, and some others, man. It sounds like you got a pretty good amount there. Those are some excellent crystals that you got your hands on there. So the next thing in here, it looks like the Stardust crystal that he released. Take a look at that. Wow, that one does look really good. I like the way this one looks. I'll tell you what we're gonna do too, because I want you guys to be able to see these better. So I'm hoping, I didn't test this beforehand because I wasn't planning on doing it, but we're going to try and see if I can't throw these on the Kyber cam here for you guys to kind of take a look at. So this is going to be iffy if this works, so bear with me if it doesn't. We're going to try to see if we can't get this to work for us, because I definitely want you guys to be able to see these. Yeah, I don't have my normal gray mat, so we're just gonna have to do it off of my mouse pad here. Let's see. I don't know if it's working, but we are going to try it and see. So I'm gonna transition over to it and see if it's gonna work. So hang tight. It may be just me in a little picture, but hopefully it's going to work. So, oh, nope, it's just a little picture. So give me just a second. We'll get this up and working for you guys. maybe. There we go. All right. So, oh, well, it started to work. Are you going to work? Going to work? Okay, maybe. There we go. Looks like it's going to work now, maybe. Well, no, it keeps wanting to pause on me. I'm not sure why it's pausing on me. So I'm going to have to figure that out. Like I said, guys, this is a trial and error that I'm doing here because I haven't got all the bugs worked out with me moving everything. So I'm not sure why it keeps dropping my camera connection to the Kyber cam. I was really hoping this was going to work for you guys. So, yeah, it's not wanting to stay on. All right, so I'll just have to show you on the full screen camera, and I will get that fixed for the videos coming up. So we'll have to figure out what it is that's causing it to not want to work. You guys ever wonder what my Kyber cam looks like? This is pretty much it. I got a ring light and then a camera mounted that faces down because I know some people have asked about what the Kyber cam is. So that's what it is. So Starlight Crystal, and this is, I believe, opened edition. Is anybody else having issues? It says Tina is having issues with audio. Is anybody else having issues, or can you hear me okay? Because it shows my mic is working on my screen, and I've got audio there, so I just want to make sure that nobody else is having issues. Okay. So I don't know, Tanya, if it's something on your end, maybe muted or something going on, but check your settings and stuff because it looks like everybody else can hear me. I'm sorry. Hopefully you can get that figured out. But we've got, like I said, we've got the Stardust crystal. And that's where the card looks like there, and it's got great story on there, and we'll like I said, we'll do more of a review on that. On the back it does have a QR code. I'm not sure what that QR goes to, but we'll definitely have to check that out and see what that QR the QR code does for us. So I'm kind of curious now is what Chandler has got with the QR code. So we're going to grab the QR and open that. Okay, it looks like for some reason the QR code isn't working, so I'll let Chandler know that there's an issue with the QR not working. So we'll have to figure out. While I'm telling you that, if you want to get any merchandise, check down in the description area. I do have a merchandise store open now. I've got shirts, some hats, phone cases, got some nice drink cups that I've got on there, different things that I have. If you're interested in anything on there, feel free to take a look at that. And if you have any suggestions of stuff that you would like to see possibly on there, drop me a message. Let me know. I'd love to be able to hear what you guys would like to see and see if I can help you get what you're looking for. So, thanks, Lewis. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm still working on the design on it a little bit. The issue with the phone case that I'm having right now is I had it set up to where there's a QR code on it so that when I was out and about, I would be able to let people scan the QR code. But unfortunately, as you can see, it came out very small. So I'm going to have to redo this a little bit to get the QR codes bigger. So if anybody is interested in the phone case, give me a couple days to get that fixed before you go and place an order for it. So that way that QR code can be bigger. it'll help you out if you're out and about with any if you're Galaxy's Edge, or you go into GameStop, or you go anywhere, and you're talking to somebody who is interested in Star Wars and you want to share the channel. It's an easy way to do it that way. So, but I'll get that fixed here in the next day or two, so that way it's the right size. Moving on, enough plugging myself. So the next one we've got is the Jurassic Kyber. So it's got a nice card that came with it here. It's got the details on the back. Now this, he sent me an artist proof. I'm lucky enough sometimes he's able to do that for me. I did not notice until I just showed you that it's an artist proof. So artist proof 1 of 10. That's awesome. And let's take a look. Wow. I'll tell you what, Chandler over there makes some serious stuff, man. I know you guys have seen a lot of them and everything, but I mean, look at the design of this case, if nothing else. I mean, that case is unbelievable. With the way he does the design inside and stuff. I mean, it just looks so good. But the Kyber, oh my gosh, the detail on this Kyber. Oh man. I mean, let me get it in here where you guys can see it a little bit better. Look at the detail in there. I mean, it looks like an actual fossil. I mean, the pictures that I've seen from Chandler on this has not done it justice until you have it in your hand. I mean, even the backside, I mean, it's got the scale, and I'm trying to get it to where you guys can see it better. There we go. I mean, it's got the scale design, scale look on it. I mean, it looks like a dinosaur egg. I mean, the thing is, that's unbelievable. You're talking about, Crafted Core has these, Corbin. He's got them on his website. I've got links on my page. If you go to, just go to craftedcores.com, I believe, and you can find it right there on his site. Matter of fact, let me do this. Let me see. I believe I know I've got his store here where I can look at it. Oh, well, currently this one is sold out on his site. I don't know if I have my desktop capture working yet. Hold on just a second. See if I can't get this right for you guys. At least this part working. Where we at? Almost, give me just a second. I almost got you guys up here where you guys will be able to see the desktop page for that. It's where you can see what he's got on his site. All right, so here it is. Unfortunately, it does show that it is currently sold out. Now, I don't know if he's going to be making more of these, because it did say it's limited edition to 100. But I do know that that there's some of them that he's making more of them. I know, like the Hologhost Kyber was one that he made a limited edition version to start with, and then after the limited edition version was sold out, he turned around and made a open edition version that it just didn't come with the 10 that this one comes with. So I'm not sure if he'll have that. Hopefully he'll let us know at some point in a post. But if you go to his site, I mean, there's all sorts, as you can see, of items that you can get. Like this is his Hollow Ghost here, the original limited collector's edition. You know, came with a special box that it had and all that. And that one there now is an open edition version. And then you've got like the carbonite crystal on there. That one started out as a limited as well, and then he changed it and made it an open edition. So a lot of them have gone to open edition. You know, just a lot of it with discussions and talking with Chandler about it and stuff like that. He's gone to more of a open edition on a lot of stuff, just because, you know, like in this case, you know, Corbin, you see it, you like it, and you want to be able to grab it, but it's unavailable at the time. Yeah, Lewis, he does some fantastic work on the tins and the cases and stuff. I mean, he's got a lot of talent. That is 100% true. Something that I was going to do with these, and I didn't do it on the Stardust, but we're going to do that here in a second, is I'm not sure how this is going to show up on the camera. It doesn't look like it's going to let you see the screen on there, and that's one of the issues I'm having with this thing. But Chandler and I are working on something with the next generation, because this is kind of the first one that he made for me. The next generation that he's working on for me, it's going to have a better screen that I can see a little bit better on the camera, but it's also going to do something nice as well if we can get it working. But this one here, it does come up red, and it is Darth Maul on the point for the Jurassic, and then we've got yellow Temple Guard on the other end. So you're going to get a yellow blade, and you're going to get the Temple Guard voice on one end. You're going to get a red blade and Darth Maul's voice on the other end, depending on whether you put it in your Savi's chassis or in your holocrons, depending on which holocron you put it in. I'm not sure what you're referring to there, Lewis. You had to ask about that before to keep checking the site for it. You talking about for this Jurassic Kyber, I'm assuming, maybe. I'm not sure what you were referring to on there. The Stardust, we've got Maz Kanata with a yellow blade on the point, and then on the base we've got Old Luke with a blue blade for you. So that's what you're going to get on that particular one. So we've got those. Oops. All right, let me sit these to the side, because we've got more stuff inside this box. The next one is the Kreikna Kyber. I was really curious how he was going to do the Jurassic in this one here, with the fact that they're not Star Wars based. Oh, the Kyber car, yeah. I don't know if he's going to be making those to be able to sell publicly or not, mainly because of the FCC, you know, guidelines and all that crap that you have to get permission for and everything. He and I have been talking about it. Keep your eyes out. I don't know if he'll make it publicly available, or if it's just going to be on a special case-by-case basis or something. I don't know. This was the first one he made. He actually, the story behind it is he had one. He sent me a video of some of the new stuff he had coming up, because a lot of times I'm able to get sneak peeks on these things, and then, you know, kind of give him an insight as to, you know, as a collector, what my opinions would be, you know, what y'all's opinion possibly could be on some of the things. And I saw he had that, and when I saw it, I was like, dude, I want one of those. It would make it so much easier for my videos. And he hooked me up. You know, I paid for it. It wasn't free by any means, so I did pay him for it. But, you know, I was able to help work out some bugs and figure out some ways to make it better. So hopefully, if he does eventually put them out there, you know, hopefully we'll have all the bugs worked out of them and things of that nature, like this display screen and stuff like that. Because his seems to work a lot better than on screen when he does it on, and it may be just because he's using his phone. When he's doing his reels and stuff, it seems to read a lot better than mine does. So I don't know if it's just a difference in the cameras or whatever. But here is the card for the Kreikna Man. And as you can see, you know, it's got the Spider-Man look on there, you know, from Crafted Core. And then on the back, you know, you've got the detailed story on it. I got 47 of 200. So as you guys can see, I don't always get artist proofs. It's just on occasion I do. But inside, you have the Kyber. I think it looks really good with the blue and the red, with the black on there, and the spider look on it. The front side has this look on there, so you've got, again, just the really great design he does on the 10s on there. Oh, you got the artist proof on this one. I'm not even sure. I know I'm going to butcher your name, and I am sorry. Gadden? I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. So if I butcher your name for anybody, please forgive me. I do apologize. But did you win the artist proof on his live stream? Were you the one that won it? Because I know he does give out artist proofs occasionally on live streams as giveaways. So I didn't know if maybe you won it there. But this one here looks really, really good. It's got a little different design to it as far as the shape. It's not like your typical Galaxy's Edge style Kyber. So it's a little different. But what I really like about this one here, what really sets it off, and it's going to be probably going to be a little bit difficult to see on camera, but I'm going to try to show you guys as best I can. But if you look, and I know this is just see my hands, you can kind of see, there you go, the spider web etching in the Kyber. I mean, come on, dude. The detail like that to go inside, to go into this Kyber that's crazy. I mean, that's definitely good stuff on there. I'll put it back in there before we read it. All right, so this one here, on the blue side is Old Ben. On the red side is Maul. So you've kind of got that Kenobi and Maul tandem right there with that. So, man, this is going a lot longer than I thought it was going to take on this. I've got a lot of stuff to unbox, so I've got to get moving along here with you guys. Oh, you won it from the meme contest. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Congratulations, man. I mean, that's awesome when you can win something, you know, from the contest. I always try to get on there for the live streams, but it always manages that something happens that I'm not able to jump on for the live streams a lot of times. So I end up missing out on a number of those things. But, you know, also I want to be able to give the ability to you guys, because as you can see, Chandler, you know, for video reviews and stuff, he sends me stuff. I pay for a lot of it out of pocket. Some of the things he does just send me. So I don't want to take away from you guys. I want to give you guys the ability to win that stuff. So, lastly in the box is the Savi's 10. Now, this particular 10, if you guys haven't seen it, and I know it's on his site, let me find it here, and I will show you. Did he sell out of them already? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, I missed it. It's on the first page. Whew. I thought he sold out of them already. So this is the set here. Now, if you want it with all the Kybers, and I'm gonna show you the Kybers in just a second. If you want all the Kybers, it's 145. So that gives you 4 Kybers and the 10. But if you want just the 10, it's $20. So I already had the Kybers, so I just paid the $20 for this. But this is also, again, on his site. So if you guys wanted to pick that up, the links for that you'll be able to find especially when I do the videos. But again, just go to craftedcore.com, or Crafted Cores with an S, craftedcores.com, and you'll find them on his store there. But inside, you do have the design, where he has each individual Kyber with, you know, a spot for it. They all have their names across the top. So you can go in there and place the kybers in place. So you've got your power and control. So you can just go in there and take your power and control, and you just pop it in place. Got to get it lined up right. And then from there you have oh, I'll put that in protection and defense. Blind. Put it in the right space. So you've got peace and justice next, and I'll put that one in. Then you've got your elemental nature. You get that one put in, and then protection and defense. We'll get that one put in, which I think, honestly, because I really like the coloration, I like the protection and defense, and the peace and justice one's the best. So if you have all the kybers, that's how they'll be. Like I said, you can get it individually without the kybers in it, just the 10 for $20, but it is 145 with all the kybers. You know, because you figure each kyber's like $35 a piece, I think it is, for these, if I'm not mistaken, if you buy them all individually. Yeah, they're $35 a piece. So if you buy the whole set this way, you actually only pay $5 for the 10. So keep that in mind. Also, I know that that Lewis shared it earlier. Don't forget to use my coupon code if you go to buy anything there. You'll get 10% off of whatever you purchase. So if you go to buy this and you don't have these kybers already and you get the whole set, use the code, you're going to get 10% off. So keep that in mind. All right, so that's the stuff from Crafted. Let me get this stuff out of the way. Sit it up here on my shelf here. Now we're going to move on to KRC and the stuff that KRC has sent me here recently. I got a package today, and I was lucky enough to actually meet up with them. I'm actually doing fine. How are you doing? Got the bag here that it came in. I was able to meet with Ryan. He came down with it on a trip with his son to Galaxy's Edge East. I guess it was the last week in July. I managed to be able to go up there and hang out with him and his son. My wife and I did for a little while. Actually, no, my wife didn't get to go. I went because she had some stuff with work. So I went up there, hung out with him, just him and his son and myself. We rode some of the rides in Galaxy's Edge, hung out there, did some of the stuff. They did some droid builds. I've got some videos. They're going to be in those videos on the series that I'm going to be doing. That's going to be Galaxy's Edge 101. It's going to kind of spotlight different parts of Galaxy's Edge for anybody who hasn't been there and want to kind of get some information on it, kind of see a little bit, you know. It's going to have some spoiler stuff on there, but I'm going to put those out there for you guys if you choose to. And so, in the package that I got from him, he gave me a couple different things, but I know some of it is in this package as well to go along with it, because some of the stuff he was going to bring for me, he actually left in his hotel room. So we're going to go ahead and cut this open, and we're going to get this and see what we've got in here to go along with it. So I believe this is mostly the cards that go with the kybers that I have. So we're going to go ahead and get these all out and get the cards out. Because I know at one point Ryan was doing the cards where he was making them himself, but it just, I'm talking with him, it just got to be too much of a headache and a pain to try to do kybers and cards. So I know he started to do a lot of the cards himself, or not himself, but getting them printed out professionally for the nice look to them. And also just because it made it so much easier for him to be able to go and get them done, pick them up without having to go and print them all out himself. So I've got to sort these out, so give me just a second, because I've got a lot of stuff here that he sent me, and I've got to remember what everything is. So give me just a second, because I want to pull his store up too for you guys, and let you see what he's got in his store as well. Oh, come on, because he's got a lot of good stuff in there. For you guys to be able to get, because I'll tell you, between Chandler over at Crafted, Ryan over at KRC, you've got Corey and Sarah over at Tinker's Cove, you've got Jordan at 1138 Replicas, and just to name a few of them, there are a lot of people out there making some really nice quality kybers for you guys. And I also, one of the things we're going to look at is I've got some stuff from Frosted Lotus, because Frosted Lotus just started making kybers again as well. So give me a second here. I've got to find his store on my list. There we go. Of favorite stores. All right, so if you want to get stuff from KRC, they are on Etsy. So here's his Etsy store, and this is actually Ryan here with his family. And this is a lot of the stuff that he's got. If you have picked up a Camtano, you can pick up inserts for the Camtano, which will allow you to be able to have storage space inside of it. So you can store kybers, you can do credits, which I'm going to show you some of the credits he's making, different things that you can put in there. So it's something really good to get a hold of. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of this stuff that he's got here. So the first one we're going to look at is going to be his Nova Kyber. So the Nova Kyber has got a nice blue and white coloration to it here. I like the way this one here, the white and blue blend in into it. It really makes it a nice color. Let me see if I can get it to focus a little bit better for you. There you go. The way it blends is really, really nice. And it also comes with credits. So he makes credits as well, as you can see here, different style credits that, you know, you can use these if you're playing Sabak, you know, or if you just want to have them for trade or whatever. But this particular Kyber kit does come with all of those. So you get that whole set on there with that Nova Kyber. And that one's $30 for that Nova Kyber set. Then you have the Sacred Aura Kyber, which is actually a set. There's a 2-piece set to this one here. Yeah, Lewis, I like the way he threw that in there with the Nova set. So this is the Sacred Aura Kyber. This is a set, so you get both Kybers together, black and pink, black and reddish pink, in there that comes with it. And that one does have the card as well. And when you'll see what I'm talking about with the way his professional cards look now. I mean, that the design, you know, the backdrop, there is a little bit of difficulty in reading some of the letters in the middle because of the brightness. But I mean, that background is just, it looks really awesome. On camera, it's harder to read, but looking at it, the letters are actually like a bluish color. So it's actually easier to read on there. And then on the back side, you've got his logo on there. So that's your Sacred set. And then what am I missing here? Oh, the next one is the Ethereal Kyber. This one here, I love. Oh, it's focusing on my face. I love the way this Kyber has the almost transparent teal and purple in it. The colorations are really, really nice with the way this one looks. And again, the card, I mean, come on, you got the space look to the cards. I mean, it's really really cool looking the way he did those cards. He made some he's got keychains that he does on occasion. So I got Snippet, which is his Snips version keychain on there. It's an Ahsoka style on there, where it's got the orange, blue, and white, kind of symbolizing, you know, the her color with the orange, and then the different colors of her lightsabers and stuff like that. And then also one of the pinkish color ones on there. Now, I believe these are just displays. I'm gonna double check them on the scanner, but I believe they're just display Kybers. I don't think these are chipped. If they are, they would only be single chipped on one end, but I do think they are display Kybers. One of the things you can get also that is really, really neat that Ryan does is he takes his extra resin he has and he does these special pours. So he's got different size R2D2s. This is the smaller size that he does. He makes one that's about this big. I actually have it back over my shoulder, right around there on the wall. But these are really nice. Sometimes he'll just include these in your order, especially if you order a number of Kybers from he sometimes does offer those up as well. And then he 3D printed some Beskar. So he gave me a couple pieces of Beskar that he 3D printed and added in. So let's take a look at these Kybers real fast and see what exactly we have voices wise on these. So we're going to start with the Ethereal Kyber. The Ethereal Kyber, you've got on the tip, you've got Mace, and it's the voice pack number 2 from Mace Windu. And then on the base side, you're going to get Old Luke. So you're going to get blue and purple, of course, on that. Now, in the Sacred Aura set, I'm not sure if these are single or dual, so we're going to try. All right, so on the base, you're going to get Ahsoka Tano, so you're going to get the white blade on that one. And then it actually has Mace Windu's number 1 voice pack on the tip for this one here. Are you using it on your Mustang keychain? Dude, that's awesome. Having a Kyber keychain, man, it's just, it's something different. You see somebody run around with a Kyber keychain, you know for a fact they're part of the Star Wars family. It's awesome. I love seeing it when I go walking around and I see somebody out there that does have some of that stuff. So the point on the black and red comes out with Mace Windu 2 pack. So you get both Mace Windu voice packs with this set. And then you've got Snoke on the other side. So the black, you do get that Snoke voice that everybody's always trying to find. And then the last one, the Nova Kyber. Nova, you get Ahsoka on the tip. And you get Old Luke on the base. So let's double check the keychains. Like I said, I don't think these have anything in them. And they do not. At least the snip doesn't. Yep. So neither one of the keychains have anything in them. So keep that in mind if you order keychains. Or if you're able to get your hands on the keychains, they don't have voices on there. The small resin droids that I showed you on here, the small ones, these run at $7 a piece. To get those for small group 1 is what it says. So I'm not sure if it's multiples or if it's just an individual. The large ones, like I said, they're about this big. They're much larger. Those are $25 for those on there. To look here. So you get for $7, you can get a group. You can get them with magnets. Okay, so let me show you guys what I'm looking at here so you can see what I'm talking about. So, looking here, if you get the Group 1 set, okay, you can go Group 1, you can get them with magnets for $8 or no magnets for $7. So, let's just say you want to get magnets, and then you can get one of them for $8. You can get up to 10. So, you have different designs. So, you got that coloration, you got the Group 2 coloration, you've got Group 3. Group 4 gives you a little bit more green and orange. Group 5.
Group 6, a whole variation of colors there. Group 7 kind of almost gives you more of a red and green camo look. And this shows you the difference in size. So, like I said, you imagine this one here that I have, okay, on my hand, and I know you don't know how big my hand is, but looking at that, I mean, this is just shy of 2 inches tall. It's right at 1 3/4 inches, whereas the larger one is running almost 3.5 inches tall. So that Joker's like that. It's much, much larger. Oh, that's your high school flipped out the first time you brought it out. That's awesome, dude. Absolutely awesome. I love it when see that kind of stuff that happens. So this is what we got from KRC. So let me get this stuff put away real quick, and we can move on because we still got a lot of stuff to cover, and we've already been in here for an hour. So I'm glad you guys are hanging with me, you know, bearing with me, because I've got a bunch of things on here. So I know I'm doing a lot more than I usually do on a live stream, because, you know, haven't been able to do much for you guys here lately, and been kind of missing it, you know, not being able to do everything. So let's move here. We got, let's see, what do we got in here? This, I believe, this is Frosted Lotus. So Frosted Lotus is a different Kyber creator. He was actually doing Kybers a while back. He made a bunch of them, and he actually made Kybers before I ever actually started into collecting Kybers. So I'm trying to bring up here his page, so I've got these in front of me. So he's got 2 different Kybers he just released. He had a bunch that he did before. You can't really find them that much anymore, because whoever has them, they're not going to let them go at this point. But he makes a lot of unique designs. He's made some, what were they? Oh crap. They're cracked Kybers, the fractured ones, the one that would make it look like Kylo Ren's blade, unstable, the cracked unstable blade Kyber, where it has that cracked design in it and everything, and it looks really, really nice the way it have. And I've not been able to find one that I've been able to get a hold of. I never see them available from anybody, you know, for sale. So maybe one day I'll be able to find some of those. But the first one we're going to look at, this is a Frosted Kyber. Okay, Frosted Kyber, and it has a little bit different design than what you would imagine. It actually almost looks like a little container of coaxium, as you can see. And these do work in the sabers. They will work in the holocron, from what I understand. I have not messed with this much, but this design, when I saw it, I was like, I had to jump on it. Now, Frosted Lotus does have these available. Again, they are on Etsy. And let me show you here real fast. They're on Etsy for $25. It's not a bad price, especially with the fact he just got back into doing Kybers. But I mean, these are hand painted. As far as the painting portion of them, they're hand painted in that design, and they will work in your Savi's chassis, your holocrons. So I think it looks really, it was unique. When I saw it, I had to grab one. I'll make sure that you guys, you know, are able to see and get to the Etsy page for them as well. When I do the full review, the link to them will be on there. So on one end, we do have Old Ben Kenobi, and you're going to get a blue blade. I'm going to flip it over. And so this one is just single chipped. So you're only going to get a single voice on this particular one. Now, the other one, when I saw this one, I was like, wow, that is definitely different. It's not something that you would see. But look at this thing. Oh, let me see if I can get it to focus better. There we go. Look at the design of this. This is not your typical Kyber that you would see that one of the crafters would make with a design. That's why I said, you know, he makes very unique Kybers. Just like Tinker's Cove. Tinker's Cove makes some very unique designs. This one here is, I mean, when I saw that, I was like, wow, that is something different. I am told it will work also in the sabis. However, because of the design size and to be able to protect the tip on there, it does come with this little gray, let's see if I can get it to focus for you, this little gray adapter kind of piece that actually will go on the top just like that, so that it will fit inside your Sabi's chassis. Just to, to try to make sure that it doesn't break that tip off, because with it being as pointy as it is, if you've ever really noticed inside the Sabi's chassis, and you can see there's that little divot up there, this thing will pop inside that little divot and it won't push down enough on it to register. So that's why that piece is there, to help keep from breaking the tip off, and also to get that to push up enough so that it will register inside your Sabi's chassis. So if you get that, if you buy one of these, just be careful. Don't miss that you've got that little piece in there, because you could end up making it where you're not able to use it other than just to display. Now this one here, let me get onto his store page for it. Hold on. This one is also 25. This one's called the Unity Kyber. So looking at the Unity Kyber, I'm going to put it on here. And this one also is going to give you Old Ben voice. And it is only chipped on the one side. But that is the Unity Kyber from Frosted Lotus. So give them a look if you're interested. I'm sure that Logan over there would definitely appreciate it. Like I said, he just got back into making Kyber, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he comes up with in the near future. New items and things that he comes out with. Let's see, what do we got in this package? And I know I'm running long. I appreciate it, you guys staying around here. All right, so this is stuff from Kyber Supply. They are also available on Etsy, where you can purchase their stuff. They make different necklaces and things of that nature. And as far as my understanding, these will also work inside your Sabis. So when you order, you will get a 10% off coupon code that you can use. They do have a QR code that you can scan, I believe, that does take you to their store page. Stuff that you can hand out to friends and family. He sent me a couple of these stickers, and also a couple holocron stickers as well, that I'm going to end up putting on my truck. So the necklaces that I got, it's actually kind of unique. They come in these what looks like old 35mm camera film containers. So when I looked at it, I had to take a double take. I was like, man, that takes me back, because you guys probably don't know how old I am. Okay, so they're not. Michael Lines over there just corrected me. Thank you very much. I thought I had saw somewhere that it may have been, but I'm mistaken. I apologize for that. So Michael has corrected me. See, Kyber Curator doesn't know everything by any means. But these are some great aesthetic necklaces. The colorations on these are phenomenal. Here, let me get this where you can see it better. I mean, look at the colors for that, guys. I mean, that yellow and orange and white in there. I mean, and this is real crystal. Okay, this is like real quartz style crystal. I'm sure it's not quartz. It's probably something else that I just don't know what they are, what it actually is. But I mean, the craftsmanship, the leather cord, the wire winding around that, the little I don't even know what that would be called. My bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. I mean, that's just one of the two he sent, and I'll tell you what, that I really like that. Okay, genuine natural quartz that's been anodized. Okay, that is awesome. It's been anodized. I love that. So it gives you that anodized look, but it's genuine quartz. So I remember when I was younger, I used to go with my grandmother in Alabama. She would go out and look for quartz rocks up in the mountains. And I used to have a blast with her doing that. So here's the next one. This one's got a nice pinkish purple color to it. Absolutely awesome with a design on there. And he actually sent an extra small one in there. That, I mean, that just looks beautiful, guys. Now, his store, give me just a second to get it pulled back up here. I know I've got it in my list. So it's going to take me a second to scroll through all these different stores that I go and take a look at all the time. Let's see. See if I can find it again here. There we go. All right, so we get to a main store page. Here we go. All right, so here's the main store, Kyber Supply. So you're going to find that on Etsy. And as you can see, it's not just the quartz crystal necklaces that he makes. You've got mystery pack that you can pick up. You've got individual colors that you can get. You can get completely clear, it looks like, on there. Crystals for pixel chassis. Different. I mean, you got inspired logo pins. You've got pennants. You got the holographic looking stickers that you can pick up, and then just an assortment of necklaces. And you can see the prices. You know, $24, $25, depending on what you get. You got sage in there. I mean, I'll tell you what, Michael, you've got a lot of good stuff in there, man. A lot of good stuff. So if you're looking for genuine quartz necklaces that look like kyber crystals, that would give you that kyber crystal look, again, not going to work in your Savi's chassis, which I was corrected on. Again, I apologize for that. Not going to work in your Savi's chassis, not going to work in your holocrons, but these are excellent looking necklaces. Stickers, I mean, look at these rings, guys. Boba Fett ring, Stormtrooper ring. You got different banners that you can get. So definitely give Kyber Supply a look on Etsy. Tons of stuff on there. I'm going to do a deeper dig into his stuff. I can see right now one that I'm going to have to reach out to you, Michael. I'm going to have to reach out to you. I really like this Mandalorian Darksaber looking one right here. That is sick, dude. That is sick. So look for me. I'm going to be putting an order in for one of these here really, really soon. I like the way that looks. Oh, we got Ryan Street from I Am Geek jumped in here with us. I see. Yeah, and yeah, he's got 2 new Kybers that are going to be coming out real soon. Look for us to do possibly a live stream to reveal those Kybers to you guys here really, really soon. Because I mean, I got a sneak peek of them today, and I think you're definitely going to like them. It's going to be something you guys are going to want to pick up, definitely. So, Michael, dude, kind words, well deserved, my friend. I mean, you hands down, you make some really, really awesome looking Kybers. I will be at one of the lightsaber meetups. If anybody is around Galaxy's Edge East, the end of the month, I think it's the 27th. It's the last Saturday of this month. We're going to be doing a lightsaber meetup. And I will be at that lightsaber meetup. I will be there. I will be wearing one of these necklaces. I'll tell you that right now, because it's probably going to be that purple one, because I do love a good purple color. Definitely love that. So, speaking of, before we move much further, because I think a couple other things we have are going to be lightsaber related. I know many of you guys have okay, Michael, that would be awesome, dude. I would love to be able to hand out some of your stuff to those guys. That would be awesome. I'm sure there'll be a lot of good people up there. Yeah, Lewis. Unfortunately, I live near Orlando, and hold on just a second, because my son just got home. I'm gonna mute my mic because my dogs may go crazy. Hold on. Yeah, I got 12 people in here watching. My son just walked in, I'm out at the gym. Because you're just gonna come in here and just peek in, huh? Yeah, the chairs are full of stuff, so don't worry about it. Anyway, been talking about it. I know you guys, you can see here, I did finally finish my lightsaber build. So I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek. This is going to be the first time that anybody has seen this lightsaber so far. Nobody else has seen it, so you 11, 12 people, however many are on here right now, you're going to get a sneak peek at this. Okay, this is the finished product. I did it in the Sith Revan, Darth Revan Sith style lightsaber. I'm still working on the fonts and stuff, trying to get it worked out because it's the first one that I've built. And I will have this at the lightsaber meetup. So if you can, that's where I was kind of going with it. If you guys can, if anybody is around, able to be there, and you want to see it firsthand, definitely come and see me. Come say hi if you see me. But let me go ahead and let's see. I think I let it sit too long and my battery is dead. Because this thing will drain the battery because it is not turning on. So I'll tell you what, we're gonna plug it in. We're gonna get it charging because I am definitely gonna show you guys this before we're done. So let me plug this in real quick here.
Font directory not found.
Does not want to read. Anyway, we'll get that charging. We'll take a look at that here in a few minutes. But yeah, that is... There we go. Now it's telling me it's low. So that is my custom saber. I will be putting up the videos here really soon of the build, of how it went. I didn't get everything because I ran into some issues. Had some problems with it and was just driving me absolutely insane. So I finished the build without actually recording some of it. So I got to go back and do some additional recording on there to get everything the way I want it to be able to put that up to you. So he is not liking that. So give me just a second here. I'm going to have to plug him in a different place. But this is full Profi board. Let's see. I know I got a plug here. This is a full Profi board build.
Low battery.
Yes, I know you got low battery. Hush. So I've done Profi. I'm still working on the profiles on there as far as the fonts and stuff.
Low battery.
All right. I might have to charge that, I guess, without... Charge it later up so it doesn't sit there and tell us it's low forever. Anyway, so
low battery.
Yes, thank you. It is not going to stop talking to me until I take the battery out. I apologize to you guys. I am sorry.
Font directory not found. Font directory not found.
Yeah, hush. So if you've never seen inside of a Sabi or inside of a custom build, that's when I pulled it out. That's the Profi board, and I actually have put Bluetooth in this one. If I can get everything to work, you guys will see that at a later time as well, where I've actually got a Bluetooth app on my phone that I can go in and change fonts and all sorts of stuff. It's really cool with what I found. So I'll have to show you guys at another time. So let's see, what do we got here? Well, thank you, Ryan. I do appreciate the compliment on the lightsaber. I have the Force Effects Revan. You can't see it right now because my microphone's kind of sitting in the way. I wanted to compliment it with the Sith version that he has as well. So that's why I wanted to build that one. I am going to talk about some Sabis here. I'm just going to call you Gata because I know I'm going to screw your name up. So I apologize, Gadden. Yeah, so we're going to look at some Sabi stuff here in a second. Matter of fact, I think we'll look at that now because I have got a box of stuff that was sent to me from Corbin. Corbin, I know, is in chat as well. Corbin has made some awesome stuff. Now, I saw some stuff posted on one of the Facebook groups. I don't remember if Corbin posted it himself or if it was somebody else that posted it. I believe it was Corbin himself that did. And I know Corbin's got an Etsy store as well, so let me get that here just a second. Let's see. I have got way too many shops on my list. Where are we at? Okay, I will have to find it here in just a moment. But let me show you what we've got. Corbin has started making and has been making Savi chassis compatible parts. Okay, I'm going to take my Savi's piece off. What really stood out to me was he had one that he made that was Savi's compatible of the Shadow Collective lightsaber, the other half of Darth Maul's lightsaber. I opened the box to look inside and see, but as you can see, I've not unpackaged anything because I wanted to look at these with you guys first and see what kind of products he's making. What I saw in the pictures looks phenomenal. So the first one we've got, it looks like it's some of the pieces for that Shadow Collective set that I was talking about. We're gonna open these up and we're actually gonna put them on a Savi's chassis so we can take a look at it. All right, so in this pack we've got a set of switches. We got a pommel cap. We've got the emitter end. Looks like we got a couple sleeves here. Cut this tape off. We got sleeve grip here. Another piece there. I think that's to the other set that's in here because there's two different set pieces that he sent me. I know that. Oh yeah. This is a good set. I like this one. You guys are going to be interested in this one too because this is a little different spin on Savi's on here. It'll be something that's a little different than what you guys are used to seeing in Savi's. Kind of mixing two different worlds, two different genres, I guess you can say. So let me get this last piece opened up. All right, and And so that is the last piece for the Shadow Collective. So I'm going to take one of the Kybers that I have. Let me close this knife up before I cut my silly self. I'm going to take one of these Kybers that I've got here so that we can put it in there and you guys can see what I'm talking about with this. So just going to put one of these Sabi's design Kybers from Crafted, and we've got, I don't know if you can really see, you got the purple on there and you got the purple light behind, but I'm going to have to minimize that to get a little bit dimmer for you guys. Now all of these pieces are compatible with Sabi's. So as you'll see here, as I snap these in, they go on perfectly. Get that on. You got your pummel cap, top sleeve, and then you've got the emitter end. What I like about this, I don't know if you guys can see, but you can actually see the Kyber through it, which I think is awesome. An awesome design. And I've actually got my Jamu blade here. Make sure I put it in right. So they're, what he makes is fully compatible. Okay, they are 3D printed designs, so they are going to be PLA. By the looks of it, PLA. If you know anything about 3D printing, it is a type of plastic, but the design is nice. It gives you that look. Corbin says it is PLA. Okay. I mean, it is a really great design with the way it looks. I love how you can see the Kyber between there. Now, I will say I did get a message from him and from Corbin, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Corbin has started making more switches and pieces to be able to see your Kybers through them, through your chassis pieces, depending on what style you have. So he has a number of different items on his store that you can pick up. And we're going to look at this other one now, because when you guys see this, you're going to be like, okay, that is definitely a different take and a different spin on Star Wars Sabi's chassis, Sabi's design builds, compared to some of the others that you would see out there. This is a mashup between Star Wars and another storyline that I love, and that is Lord of the Rings. So wait till you see this. I mean, this is definitely something different. I mean, I'm like half tempted to just have my wife take this with us when we go to the lightsaber meetup, and have her carry this one around, or me carry it around as well, because this is definitely something different. I know that if I take this with me up there, people are going to look at it and be like, what in the world is that? Oh, is that the wrong end? Oh, see, getting corrected. That goes on the top. Gotcha. My bad. I was assuming that was the bottom half. Oh, I don't want to get it cross-threaded. There we go. force it in place or anything. I think I went too far. There we go. Check that out, dude. That is crazy. That design. I mean, how often do you see Lord of the Rings and Star Wars together? I'm sure I got it right. Oops. Oh, that's my fault. I twisted it too much, I think. I mean, this design, guys, is crazy. A crazy mashup. I love it. I love it. Hold on. Yes, 3D printing has come a long, long way. It absolutely has. Let me get this back together here. That's crazy. That I love it. I love it. It gives you a like full claymore like sword in a lightsaber. So that is awesome. That is some great work, great design. So if you guys are interested in this stuff, we'll get the website pulled up here in just a few minutes. Get that for you guys to be able to see. So let me take this all back apart here, so I'm gonna put this away, and we'll pull up the store here. Give me just a moment, because I want to show you guys all the different stuff that he's got on this store. And we're almost done. I know we're going long. Golly, we're an hour and a half. But of course, I know Ryan Street knows I tend to be a little bit long-winded when I start doing this stuff, because we've done some interviews and live streams together. And when I get started, man, I go for a while. I definitely go for a while. So let me get this pulled back up. Hold on just a second. I thought I had your store saved in my favorites, but I guess when I went to your store, I didn't click it. I apologize. I really do. I could have swore I had it on here. I typed that in. I thought I did. Hold on. Let me try it again. Oops. Did I get it right? Come on. Now I see why. Duh. My bad. Oh, I'm having an issue with it. I cannot. I apologize. I can. Oh crap! I closed the wrong page. I can't get it to pull up for some reason. If you can drop the link to us on there, Corbin, I do apologize. I thought I had it pulled up and ready to go. So I guess. Oh, duh! Here it is. Found it. I knew I'd find it eventually. All right, here we go. Let me get you back over, and here we go, guys. So here's some of the Savi's Workshop emitters that you can get. Different style emitters that he has. This is the one we just looked at for the Lord of the Rings style, and then you have the Shadow Collective on there, and then he has images on here showing you how they look on some of the different hilts that you can do for Savi's. Got some belt clips. You got Ahsoka Tano 3D printed lightsabers. Some different sleeves. I mean, look at these customization packs he's got. Different switches, different sleeves. I mean, just all sorts of stuff. And see, this is what I saw that day that set me off. So you can get that full kit for $60. All three, or actually all 5 pieces. Your pommel, your lower sleeve, your switch set, your upper sleeve, and your emitter. Some of those are for Kyber Light. Okay. Oh, hey, Vast 729. So some of these are going to be for different things. It looks like, but I mean, it's just look at these designs. So I mean, there's all sorts of stuff. Like here's a Revan set for Kyber Light that you can get, like you were mentioning. So I mean, there's a whole slew of things on here that Corbin makes. So definitely look at some of the items that he's got on there. Oh, Vic. Hey, man. Yeah, I didn't know that was you. My apologies. Glad you could join me, though. Just so you guys know, I've known that man for a long time. So this is his store. So Vulcan's Forge US. Take a look at him on Etsy. Definitely reach out to him. Look for some of the stuff that he's got. He's got a slew of different things that are available for Savi's on his store. So check him out. Definitely give him a look. Now, I think we're getting close to the end of what I've got today. Let me put this back. So for all of you guys that have stuck it out with me, I appreciate it. I know we've had a lot of stuff that we've looked at. A couple last things here. Knocking stuff down. One of the last things I'm going to open up, I just got this. For those of you that may be into Funko Pops. I know, as you can tell, I have a crap ton behind me. And let's do this. They make a bunch of different sets that you can get that go together. This is one that I just picked up, or just got shipped to me. I've had coming for a while, so I'm just opening this up. If you're into Funkos, I really enjoy them, but this is Amazon exclusive Qui-Gon Jinn that goes to Duel of Fate. There's actually 3 different pieces that go on there, and it's supposed to give you that look of when Obi-Wan, Darth Maul, and Qui-Gon were all battling each other. you put it, you're supposed to be able to attach them together and stuff. So if you like Funkos, they do have this kind of stuff available on Amazon that you can purchase. Just something to throw out there for you. I wanted to open that with you guys. Another thing that I've recently got into, I don't know if you've gotten into or not, but I wanted to show you just in case you're interested in them, if you ever thought about it. And that is fig pens. If you're into figures, like your Black Series figures and stuff like that, if you've been a pen collector or anything like that, something else that they make now are what they call fig pens. And if you don't know what those are, they're basically pens of different characters from all sorts of different genres. I really got into the Star Wars sets. This particular one was exclusive to Star Wars Celebration, but they look like this. This is a special edition white and gold Yoda. They have the stickers on there that show you, that they are a limited edition. One thing that's interesting about fig pens, if you don't know, is there's actually an app that you can use. Each one of the fig pens, they have a serial number on it. If you take that serial number, enter it into the app, it'll tell you, different things about it. Just to kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about. And I know this is kind of an offshoot from the normal Kyber stuff, but it's just something I'm interested in. I figured I would share with you guys real fast as well. But you have an app, and on the app you're able to go in and put the pin serial number in. And when you put the pin serial number in, and some of these I don't have in there at the moment, but when you do it, it gives you all sorts of information, which is crazy. Like this one here, this one was it's a Mandalorian with the child. It tells you it's 3rd edition. It's volume 1 out of 5,000. So there was 5,000 made in the 3rd edition, and it's number 2301 out of 5,000. It's crazy the amount of detail that it gives you. You build points on there to be, it's kind of like Pokemon kind of stuff, which is crazy. But for me, it's the collecting. Star Wars is something to collect. I really enjoy it. So if it's something that you guys like or interested in, check it out, because I'm probably going to start doing some video stuff on these, just for fun, just to kind of show what's out there, as I get stuff and unbox them and all that crap. So the last thing that we're going to talk about is that new Obi-Wan Legacy lightsaber. It came in the mail today. I have yet to open it. So we are going to look at it first together. Now, if you haven't seen, I put a post up a while earlier. I guess it was earlier in the week, last week, and I had this pre-ordered. I got it pre-ordered from Shop Disney, and of course they decided to turn around, and a lot of people have suffered from this now, and they canceled a whole bunch of orders. Now, I originally got a message saying that my order, or that I was at jeopardy of my order being canceled because of the fact of concerns with my payment. Wasn't sure why. Contacted them, talked to them about it. Yeah, Lewis, I hope yours doesn't get canceled either, because it was a pain in the butt. I was really pissed. I contacted them, talked to them. They told me, oh, well, it got canceled because of a payment issue. And I told them, said no. I talked to them at the end of July about that. I corrected it, made sure that everything was good. The lady even informed me that everything was taken care of and I asked her specifically, do I need to worry about my order being canceled? She said, no, everything was good. Shouldn't have a problem. That was on July 27th, I believe. I turned around and got an email on August 5th saying that my order was canceled. The lady that I talked to on the phone even saw, she says, I see here where it shows, and I was talking to a supervisor. I show here where it says that you talked to that rep, and that rep put on here all that information. Everything that I see here supports what you're saying, but the item shows currently sold out, so I can't do anything for you. I said, why? She said, because it's sold out, they won't let me enter. I said, well, obviously it's not sold out because you just released my pre-order, so there should be at least one available for me to have my pre-order reestablished. They would not do it. So I ended up having to go the other route and reach out to the community. And a gentleman by the name of Justin Oliver hooked me up. So Justin, if you're watching, if you see this video in the future or whatever, thank you very much for helping me out with this. Very fast shipping, gave me a great price on it. So I do thank you very much for helping me out with this after Shop Disney decided to screw me over. So let's get this thing out because I'm interested to see this. I can tell you what, it's very well packaged. Has a couple of the little air shipping pillows. Got those air shipping pillows in there, and it is wrapped like crazy. Wrapped like crazy with bubble tape or with bubble wrap. So I know I'm not facing towards the mic, so if I get soft, I do apologize. Hopefully you guys don't mind too much of the crackling sound while I'm doing this. So bear with me just a second. Good heavens. He definitely made sure I wasn't going to have to worry about this thing getting messed up. Let's see if I can... If I ever need to ship anything with bubble wrap, I got plenty of it now. Good grief. I think you package this thing better than Shop Disney would have done, that's for sure. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Legacy lightsaber. That is awesome looking. So, let's open this bad boy up. Just the plastic, don't want to cut anything else. Alright. Plastic is off. I'm going to have a giant mess to clean up. So it's got this sleeve over it that all of these bundle kits have come with. This is the first bundle that I've gotten. So I haven't gotten any of the other bundles because I already had the original lightsabers in the plastic cases. So I do like the way these sleeves look. They do have a nice texture design on there. And it's little mini logos of, you know, different helmets, ships, insignias, just all sorts of different things on there. So if you guys can see on there what I'm talking about, I mean, there's just all sorts of different designs on it. Really makes it look nice with that design that they have on there. And then it's got the case, like I, you know, you've seen probably already, very similar to your Darksaber case. It's the cardboard style with the magnets on the front, larger case that has the hilt, the stand, the blade underneath, the belt clip. All the pieces are in there. So let's go ahead and take it out and get a good look at it. So of course we've got the stand. Nothing special, honestly. The stand that I had for my Darksaber, I don't even use because I think they're kind of cheap plastic, but I mean they are nice looking. depending on what you've got. I mean, you can see all of mine I have hanging on the wall with hooks that I've 3D printed. Lewis, let's see. Hello, boys. Says hello. Hello to you. So what we've been doing in the stream we've unboxed a bunch of different Kybers, different items from different crafters from Etsy, and we're actually wrapping things up here with opening up the new Obi-Wan Legacy Lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge. So just so you know there. Lewis says, I ordered the concept Vader, R2-D2, and C-3PO Funko Pops from Shop Disney the same day as the Obi-Wan when they released on May 4th. They've shipped the Funkos. Hopefully everything is still good. Well, at least you got the Funkos shipped to you. I didn't order the Funkos through there. I should have, but I did not. So, got the plastic stand piece for the bottom. You know, you've got the upright piece on there, and I'm not going to take all those pieces out because they're pretty much going to stay in this box anyway. Got a little felt pad that came in here, I guess goes on the bottom so you don't damage the bottom of the hilt when it's in the stand with the belt clip. I'm gonna take the hilt out. I'm gonna sit it right here in front of me. Man, that thing is beautiful. All right, let's take this, and underneath you have the actual emitter that you use with the blade, and then you have your Savi's blade. Now, I'm going to show you guys the difference between Savi's blade and the Jamu blade on this. If you don't have a Jamu blade, and you're interested in getting one, keep your eyes out. I'm sure if he hasn't already, he'll have some available again. Probably the best investment to go with my my Legacy lightsabers and Savi's hilts that I've purchased, just because of the difference in the quality that you get as far as the lighting and everything. But we'll look at that here in just a minute. But let's get a look at this lightsaber. So here's the lightsaber itself. I think it looks very, very nice. The weathering, the way they've done the weathering down here on the emitter end, around the thin neck on there. I mean, it's really got some nice weathering. How the weathering here on the grips. I mean, it looks like this thing has been in some battles. It definitely looks good. I do like the fact that, from my understanding, with the Force Effects Leia, now we haven't seen the Force Effects Obi-Wan yet, but the Force Effects Leia, I know around on the pommel end, they had the sticker basically that's right here telling you, don't throw it in the trash because it's got batteries in it. It's etched into it. It's an eyesore. If you haven't watched Finding the Force, they're on Finding the Force's YouTube channel. They've got a full video they did with the Leia Force Effects saber, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. And based on his video and comments, it's probably the worst quality Force Effects saber that Hasbro's put out. He had all sorts of problems with it while he was using it. I mean, clash effects happening while he's holding it still, just crazy stuff. So I'm actually glad I didn't purchase that one to do a comparison, just because of that. Okay, so Lewis says they do have 6 Jamu blades available currently. So if you're thinking about getting one, you need to check into that. I love mine, absolutely love mine, and I'll show you in a minute. So, got the batteries on there, and I know one question that people have asked is, I hate the squeak. Did they make this one rechargeable like they did with the Palpatine or not? And the answer to that is no. It is not rechargeable, so it has the standard chassis compared to what you get with the Emperor Palpatine version and what they're saying the Qui-Gon Jinn is going to have. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that those particular ones, you really couldn't fit the battery chassis into those. just because of the shape, the narrow portion in the body. And with Qui-Gon, for instance, as you guys know, it has those grooves cut into the handle, and to be able to do that to where it would look accurate, they would have to put something rechargeable that wouldn't be removable like this is. So I'm sure that's why they went with the rechargeables. But unfortunately, at some point when those rechargeable batteries die to where you can't recharge them anymore, you're gonna have a lot of upset people because that's weak. Because there's not gonna be a way to replace them. I've not been able to figure out yet how to take the battery packs out to get to the rechargeable batteries. So I mean, you pretty much, to be able to replace them, you're gonna have to disassemble the whole thing, and then it's gonna be, can you actually put batteries in there? Can you replace the batteries that are inside? I'm waiting for somebody else to do it because I personally don't want to tear mine apart. To be honest with you, so with this, I mean, I love the way this saber looks. It's got that nice weathered look. I do know that just like they said on Finding the Forest, one of the eyesores is the fact that this is nice, bright, and shiny inside the display emitter on there. It would have been nice had they actually inside that made it weathered look like you've got here on the inside, kind of, because the power's coming out of it. I mean, that area, honestly, you would think would be more burnt, have more weathered look, because you've got the blade of the lightsaber coming out. I mean, you're talking about all that power, the plasma, the heat, and everything. It should be weathered in, and they didn't do that. So that's one thing I think, aesthetically looking at it, they should have done, and they didn't. But then you take this off, just like you do with the Luke and the Leia, because this is just the display. This is just for you to display it separately. And you put the ugly, fat blade emitter on. Now, I will say this one is not as bad, in my opinion, as the Luke and Leia, because this one here, at least, it does have that weathering look. So they did try to keep them looking somewhat similar. But that's one of the benefits you get with a NeoPixel style, is you can get it to where the blade just goes in this emitter cap on the end, and you don't have all of this fatness right here. It makes it look more realistic and more real to it. But there is a weak point, because the blade is really hard to secure in those, from what I've seen. So I'm Geeks. I just wish Disney would figure out a way to make the thin net work. I agree. I know why they don't, but that's what stops me from buying the Disney's thin necks. I agree, because they got these blades. They want to continue to use this particular blade, and make it universal for all of them. But I think that they should have done that. I mean, they probably, now hindsight looking at it, they probably should have and could have, but didn't. I mean, they made a separate blade specific for the Darksaber. They're making these bundles where they could have made a bundle now with the thin neck and have a different blade that would work with the thin necks. I think they should have too, but most of mine are display, so I leave them on display most of the time. I don't have any that I battle with. Now I am going to be looking at getting some of the cheaper, base lit RGB style to play around with and learn spinning and all that kind of stuff in the future, because I don't want to learn with one of these, to where I can damage these. Spend $100 for some cheap one that's base lit, and I'll be good to go. But let's take a look at this one with the standard blade in it. Wow, that is stiff. Wow, that was really stiff getting in there. I had to put some force to it. Okay. Sound-wise, it's pretty standard. like the fact that the Clash has a variation to the Clash. You got a couple steady ones, and then you got some doubles in there. So it gives you a little difference in the Clash, so that's a plus. I do like that fact. It does have a pretty good sound. It is pretty loud, too. I'm surprised. But for for Hello Boys who just got in with us, if you watch, you can see when with the Savi's blade, or the blade that works with Savi's and with Legacy. And let me get this brightness down here so you can see a little bit better. Let me do this. You'll see that it comes on in sections. It goes here, here, and then works its way up. So it's not really smooth. It doesn't have a smooth up and down on the ignition side. And I know it's kind of hard to tell for sure on there, but when you see the difference, golly, this thing is so tight. Good grief. I don't know if it's the blade or if it's the saber, but that joker is snug. That is for sure. Let's see. With the Jamu blade, must be that particular blade, because that went in so much easier. You can see how much brighter this is. You can see how it's kind of got a pulsation. And then the ignition is slow going up. It's definitely a much nicer blade when you do that. One of the other things, because the Jamu blade, it gives you NeoPixel quality compatible with all Legacy and Savi's lightsabers. So that's one of the big pluses with a Jamu blade. Now, they are rather expensive, but you got one blade that works in every single one of the lightsabers. Very similar to your NeoPixel blades that you would have for your custom build, you know, that use NeoPixel, your Profis, your Crystal Focus, your Golden Harvest builds and stuff like that. What I like about this one is once you ignite it, if you turn it off and back on before it finishes, well, it's not wanting to work in this saber. Yep. So it does not like this saber for whatever reason. I just charged it, so unless I'm having an issue with it, it's supposed to be able to turn it off and then back on, and it changed the font. It's not working for me right now. Let me try it in my Savi's and see, make sure it's just a compatibility issue with that, so I can show you. See if it's the saber or if it's my blade. Okay. Different sound. There we go. So it's something with that particular saber. It doesn't want to activate properly. But you turn it off before it finishes and you can change the colors. That's one of the beautiful things about a Jamu blade. You can actually get the orange, the hidden orange color with a Jamu blade. Pulsation is one of the designs you can get like that. You can see how that has a power pulse going towards the end. And I've got the old style, you know, quick flicker with the green blade. The teal, the hidden teal. Now this particular one, I don't know if you can see the orange that's going up through the blade. When it comes up again, I'll show you. Right there, it just went up. That is special to this one here. It was a special thing with Crafted Core. There is a custom Kyber that they make. I don't remember which one it is right off the top of my head,
I'd have to show it to you. But that particular one, when you get it, you had to have that Kyber to get this font, to get it to where it would have that orange, or in the orange one have the blue going up through that. I'll try to remember to show that. I think I showed that one on the review I did of the Kyber on there, or of the blade. I have a full rundown of this blade also, video on my YouTube channel. It's one of the first videos I did. You got the blue that's got the slow pulse. Then I've got a more true violet, not as much of a pink, that the Sabi's blade produces. Fire blade. So I don't know if you can see how it's flaming towards the end like that. It starts out yellow down here and then flames to red down at the end, and then got one that's a blue flame as well. It's a little bit harder to see because of how bright it is, but it's a darker blue here, and then it goes more to a white down on the end. Then you got a more realistic, unstable blade. Camera's not really showing it very well, and then actually have a design where it heals. So it actually does a healing, and it goes to more of a white and blue on there. And then the standard Kylo Ren unstable, and then back to the default color that's on there. But that's what you do, is it's just a matter of cycling off and then back on before it finishes. So if you're thinking about getting a J-Boo blade, definitely look into it. Like I said, it works with, up until now, every single Legacy lightsaber and every Sabi's that I've worked with. It's obvious something with this particular saber I'm going to play with a little bit different. I don't know if it's maybe something that James over at JMU doesn't know about, but it will not shut the ignition off properly on this one to ignite the next font. So that's it, guys. That's all I got for tonight, and we have gone almost 2 hours. We're down to 7 people watching, but you know, I would expect people to drop out because, you know, got to go to work and all that kind of good stuff. So thank you very much for joining me, guys. I do appreciate you more than you know. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing the reviews, bringing the information to you guys, bringing light to these crafters that put out a ton of products. They put their hard work, you know, their blood, sweat, and tears, bringing ideas to life for all of us out there that just really enjoy everything that they have to offer. So make sure you check all of these guys out that we've talked about tonight. Kyber Supply, Vulcan Forge, Crafted Core, KRC Kybers. If you're looking for somebody to pick you up stuff, definitely reach out to Justin Oliver. If you need his information, drop me a message, a PM, and I'll definitely get you in contact with him. Again, if you do watch this, Justin, thank you very much for helping me get this, since Disney decided to give me the shaft. So Ryan, thank you very much. I do appreciate the compliment, and man, the stuff that you do. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing those 2 new ones, in person that you let me see tonight. So guys, wait till you see what Ryan's got coming for you. There's some good stuff coming. So Michael, I do appreciate it. I will be getting back on my videos here really soon. I'm wanting to do 1 or 2 videos a week, and then try to do a live stream chit chat with you guys, every week or 2, once a month at least, to where we can sit down and chat like this. Because I mean, the review videos and doing that stuff for you guys is great, but I don't get to have the personal time chatting with you guys like we've done tonight. So I really do appreciate it. I've had a blast. Don't forget, please help out the channel. Share it to your friends. Share it to anybody else that you know that is interested in anything Star Wars. If you have ideas of things that you would like to see reviewed,
drop me a line. Let me know if it's something that I can get my hands on and check out. I will. Just keep in mind, I don't make anything off of this channel at this point. I'm not big enough for that. I'm not like some of the other bigger content creators out there. So everything that I get is all out of my own pocket. So I get all this stuff to do the reviews for you guys so that you guys can go and get, the items that you want to get and spend your money where you want to spend it at and not get something that isn't going to be what you want. So I enjoy doing that for you guys. It's a lot of fun. I've made a lot of good friends like Ryan Street, Ryan Shelley over at KRC, Chandler over at Crafted Core, Corbin, over, a lot of people. So I've made a lot of good connections and I've had a blast doing it. So if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. So I do thank you all very much for joining me again. Just thanks a lot. I do appreciate it. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. So till next time, may the force be with y'all. Good night.